when COVID came, some countries continued to learn. So we should always also be able to build that capacity. Edutech, our mission is to achieve that. So when people have been able to gain, to understand the concept, we don't want them to go away. We come together and we have monthly meetups. These monthly meetups, we come together and strategize, learn new skills from each other, network, and so on. So this is not stopping today. We just have to continue spreading the good news. Mr. David is a good friend. He's a person, just like I told you in the Bible, there is a man who I think is called Andrew, brother to Simon Peter, who saw a young boy with the 5 loaves of bread and fish. And then he called the, I think, other disciples and said, this boy has this and it can feed. When I met Mr. David, there's a gentleman who was supporting us. I think we're learning, it's called, I think, Chad. He called, when I shared with him my idea, he told me to write it down. And we're in this lab, I think this exact lab. So he told me to write it down. When I wrote it down, he called Chad. I said, Chad, you come and see. This person has the solution. I want to take this opportunity and welcome him to share with us, give a keynote speech.
Thank you very much, Godfrey, for that wonderful introduction. I was there at the hub this morning, and I was inspired to see youth who have passion for knowledge, and I credit you for that, to keep such a community. David Masanso. I'm a co-founder of an animation studio called Crossroads. Crossroads has been in Uganda for the last 12 years. We're a team of around 56 animators. And also, I'm a graduate in multimedia from Buckinghamshire University. So I have worked in content for a while, and also I'm a graduate in animation from Swansea University, both in UK. And also I aid the animation courses at Mackay University. And also I have a partnership with the Ministry of ICT, and part of the partnership is to promote the digital content, the digital technology is part of it. So I've worked with students for the last 8 years, mostly university students here in Uganda and beyond Uganda. What really Godfrey started is very, very important. I think what we miss out in Africa or in Uganda is access to knowledge. And this knowledge, you're not going to get it from schools or to universities. It's meeting up and you share knowledge. If you go to Silicon Valley, that's how Silicon Valley was built. When people talk about the Facebook, the tweet, all these young guys who came up to build those industries, they had meetups. And I had that experience when I've lived in UK for over 11 years. After my studies, I worked there. So that's what even helped me to build Crossroads in Uganda. So really, I come from the background of content production. We have worked, what I'll do really, I think I'll share a story of our work as Crossroads, then briefly I'll go through how do you pitch? Because for us as Crossroads, as a company or myself, we have managed to raise 2 funding. We got a seed in 2018 and got another seed. Today, Crossroads, we have built our own press. So we have our own studio, we don't rent. So for the content, for us, it's not about building content and sharing content. For us, we look at content as a product. That's how we make money. We have done a lot of projects in Uganda and beyond Uganda, but when we come up with an idea, we put it together. I left when you had a gentleman which was going through graphics. That was I liked the way he was demonstrating. So I thank him, because also I'm a teacher. I had the courses at Mackay, and also I teach. I understand how someone passes on knowledge and how people can learn. First of all, let me share just a story of content which we have done as Crossroads, and then quickly I'll go through how to pitch content. And also it's going to be very important to keep up you guys with Godfrey, we have a huge partnership with the international studios where I used to work. Next month, we have what we call a career camp, where we bring up people from Pixar, Disney, Edutech, and they share knowledge straight to people, to students in Uganda. We did it last year, and also we are doing it this year. So you keep up with Godfrey. I'll share the links so that you can be part of such exposure. First of all, let me just play a story, then I'll briefly go through how to organize for pitching for work, because I know they were teaching about to make a video or to do a graphics, but for us, when we are working around that, we look at them as products, because when we are producing content, we build business model around it. First of all, let me see how I can share a video.